Hello crafted shutter watchers, and today, yes, I am in beautiful upstate South Carolina, and I'm doing some videos to show you some of the beauty that is around me. I absolutely love where I live, and I'll show you a little bit more of this through the video or right after I do the top 3 mistakes I made as a newbie stock video producer. And this could also work for someone who is just producing video, because this is mistakes that you make with your camera, and these are some of the mistakes that I made the most often while I was shooting stock video and just learning. And the first mistake that I made was not setting my white balance. This one's painful because this is before drones, and I paid for a helicopter ride over Niagara Falls in the Niagara region. I had my Panasonic HMC 150, which is a good sized camcorder, and I got up there, had good stabilization, nice zoom lens. I was getting some really great footage, but my white balance was completely off and everything looked blue. And I couldn't even, I tried to fix the footage in post, it just looked horrible. I lost the complete shoot and all the footage for stock purposes. So remember, set your white balance, and I'll go through something here at the end that you'll want to continue to watch this video for to help you out on this a whole lot. So don't break away from this video yet. The next one is focus. Now, a lot of times your camera will adjust focus for silly things. Every camera is a little bit different with its autofocus algorithm, but it can really burn you on a clip when your camera suddenly hunts for a focus somewhere else in the background and you lose that clip entirely. So a lot of times I let the camera find the autofocus, then I switch it to manual focus and do my shoot. Then I just pay attention to how far away I am from the subject compared to how my depth of field is set on my camera. And I'll go through more of that in detail later. So we got white balance, we got focus, and the third one, yes, the third one. Right now, this camera that I'm talking to you on is on a tripod, so a stability of the shot. Yeah, white balance, focus, and stability. That doesn't mean you can't move your camera, okay? But really, it's really bad to walk really roughly and move your camera ad nauseum, and you wonder why your video looks horrible. Most of the time you need to stand still and move your body as much as possible to get the shot this way instead of this way, okay? So I'll walk through a little bit tips here for you and show you a little bit of this waterfall, some ideas I have for this place. Let's take a look. Okay guys, here we are. The first thing I want you to see is this is my Sony A7 III. And right here in the function button, I have white balance, and you can see it's auto white balance right now. And that could actually work because this is a cloudy day and the lighting's not going to change. But if you go ahead and press this, you can scroll through and see, you know, what different colorings you get there. And that's what my footage looked like when I shot out of the helicopter. I had it set on indecent, and because I was shooting indecent earlier that morning, didn't change it back, and just absolutely ruined my footage. So, you know, this is something easy to do, and this will also help stop the camera from changing its own white balance settings, which can also ruin your shot. So that is setting your camera in white balance. Again, go in here, that's it. It's that simple, okay? Next, I'm going to show you focus, and right now this is set on autofocus. It's pointed at the waterfall. Pointed over there, focus, it'll try to hunt. It'll try to hunt. So if I get something that I have locked focus on, I just have this set right here to manual focus. You'll see the little on the left-hand side turn to manual focus. Then I press it back to auto. So once I get my shot set, I immediately hit manual focus, do my shoot, pay attention to my distance. You have another shoot, go to another area, turn autofocus back on, let it grab, back to manual focus, and work that way. All right, so that is pretty much how I operate. Now let's go through some stability. Guys, here we are with stability. Stability with your camera. And this is where a neck strap comes in really handy. And so when you're using your camera and you're not want to carry a tripod or a gimbal, you know, it's real simple to do a pan, just to lock your arms and go like this. You can get a real simple pan, okay? A tilt-up shot's about the same way. You just kind of bend at the waist and you tilt up real slow. And then you hold at the end for about 2 or 3 seconds. So here's how you do it. You hold, start your camera, start your recording, hold, start your tilt, hold, then stop, okay? So you want to hold in between to give yourself a little bit of handle, because for an editor, they want maybe they need to pick when they want that to start, and that gives a little handle at the beginning and the end for someone who's editing video. Okay, so it's all in the body movements. It's real simple. So I hope you find that helpful and useful for you shooting video. Just remember those three things: the white balance, the focus, and the stability of your camera. You focus on those three things when you're shooting. Spend the rest of your time focusing on the subject that you're shooting, and you're going to do a whole lot better. Yeah, we'll get into Kodaks and what you want to shoot at. And you know, when you're shooting walking, if you shoot at 1080 60p, then slow it down, or 120p, and then slow it down to a 30p or 24p timeline, it looks really amazing. And that's how you can get away with handheld looking great. I even done that with my little Sony RX100. Just walking carefully and using that at 120 frames a second looks fantastic. So there's a few tips with that. Hope it was helpful. You know, this waterfall here, I thought about setting up a bed frame with cinder blocks right here, set it up, and then shooting some morning scenes, like people waking up and stretching, a pillow fight, eating breakfast in bed. Sorry for the noise of the road, I'm right by the road. And filming that right here against this waterfall. So that's an idea I've thrown around actually for a couple years, and maybe this summer I'll get down to shooting it. But it's a really awesome little spot about 5 minutes from my house. Just love Western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina. It's a great place to live. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Ring that bell. Hit subscribe. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. We will see you in the next video.